Today on Eagle Nation News, with increasing attendance comes a demanding need for growth. Vivian Pecori explores the heartfelt motivation that encourages Prestonwood North. You can see Prosper athletes on the football field, but did you know everything on the Jumbotron is being controlled by PISD students? Get an inside look at the control room and the students who help make Friday Night Lights happen. And soon Cross Nickerson will be on scene in downtown Prosper with the newest addition to the Discovery Downtown series continues. All this and more in today's edition of Eagle Nation News. Good morning, Eagle Nation, and thank you for joining us. I'm Landry Long.
And I'm Parker Reynolds. On today's show, we take a glance into multiple parts of Prosper, which bring people from all over our town together. So stick around, ENN starts right now. Welcome back, Eagle Nation, and thank you for joining us here in Studio 301.
Today is Friday, September 8th, and it is great to be back in the studio after our exciting homecoming week last week.
Yes, a lot of stuff happened last week. It was very eventful in the parade, the game, so much fun. I'm so grateful. But first, breaking last night, hit country music singer Zach Bryan was arrested in Oklahoma on an obstruction of investigation charge. After his release, he posted to social media saying, quote, that emotions got the best of him and that he supports law enforcement as much as anyone can. Fans quickly took to social media, with one commenter saying that the cops must have seen the ticket prices, throwing shade to the extreme prices to get tickets for the artist, who now holds the #1 spot on the Billboard Top 100 recently released concert tour. While further details have not been released, the investigation to the incident is ongoing.
In lighter news, the town of Prosper continues its Discover Downtown series.
With an event happening tomorrow morning, Cross Nickerson is downtown to preview Pros on Broadway.
Thanks, Parker. I'm currently in downtown Prosper, where tomorrow we will be continuing the Discover Downtown series with Paws on Broadway. The event will be held from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m., and these streets are going to be filled from dog contests to dog ball pits. The street will be closed from 6:30 a.m. to 3 p.m. Last year, the event was a tremendous success with locals and their pets, so don't miss out. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Cross. This is one of the many opportunities that brings the Prosper community together, and it's been easy for Prestonwood Church to do after some recent renovations.
Evan Authray is at Prestonwood North with more on these updates.
Thank you, Parker. As you've driven down Prosper Trail, you may recognize the spot where I'm standing in, and that is Prestonwood North Church. They have seen a huge influx of people coming here over the past years, and to accommodate for all of those extra people, they've made several changes to their church. Several of those changes, including having a bigger worship room, having a bigger parking lot, and having more tech in the worship room. Now to Vivian Pecori with some more inside information.
After years of steady attendance growth, Prestonwood North has finally adapted to Prosper's growing population. Major renovations are being made to the campus, one of them being the expansion of the main worship center.
These renovations are really exciting. We actually added 500 more seats in the worship center to allow for more people to be able to come. And these renovations came in the correct amount of time because we had just an awesome number of people here, and we had just enough space to fill them. It's the best problem in the world to need more space, because that means that there's more people and more of a need to reach this community.
Prestonwood North also incorporated new technology, including cameras and a new switcher, allowing them to provide new and improved live streams.
The in-room experience is a lot more energetic, it's a lot more engaging, allows people to participate and focus on what's going on. Everything pieces together to make it look nice and pretty, so what you see at home is a great experience and gives you a picture of what we're doing in the room as well. For me, I feel invested in by where I work. I feel appreciated and loved by the people who are here. It's been a great experience and a lot of fun.
Another section that was also improved was the Kids Center. These classrooms now include special sensory rooms and learning rooms to help the disabled, which is particularly important to the head pastor.
Pastor Connor actually has two daughters with special needs, and so he is very passionate about meeting our special friends communities.
We want to be a place where every person can be known and loved. It has motivated our church to want to partner with our area schools to try to serve as many families as possible. Every person, ability or disability alike.
These renovations are already allowing the church to have a more meaningful and larger influence than ever before in the Prosper community.
Buried with Christ in baptism, raised to walk.
Reporting for Eagle Nation News, I'm Vivian Pecori.
Church leaders say they want to continue their growth and their ability to bring facilities for the special needs programs, which I think is such a great cause and motivation.
Yes, and switching to entertainment, one surprising new couple and a new album are leaving fans in anticipation. Up next is Talent Talk, sponsored by Cookie Co.
In this locally owned and run store, cookies are made with real ingredients, real love, real good. So when you're in the mood for a delicious bite,
come try us out at Cookie Co. Frisco.
During a Beyonce concert, cameras caught something they didn't expect. Christina, what did they see?
Something shocking. In the VIP section of the concert, Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet were caught kissing. TMZ said they were, quote, packing on the PDA in front of a huge crowd and a slew of celebs. They were first reported to be involved in April, but they've been secretive about the relationship. But don't get your hopes up, because a source told Us magazine, quote, Kylie is having fun, and although she's open to seeing where things go, they are not in a committed relationship. Things are very casual. When I first heard about this, I was so shocked. I didn't expect these two people, of all people, to be in a relationship, but I guess I was right. Something, though, that's been on a long-awaited release is Olivia Rodrigo's new album, Guts. It went live last night at midnight on streaming platforms. When I was first listening to this, I felt like spilling my guts into these songs, which makes complete sense because Rodrigo said, quote, "They're all songs I wanted people to be able to scream in a crowd." She previously released Vampire in June and Bad Idea, Right, in August as singles, but to me, they weren't nearly as good as my favorite from this album, Making the Bed. Some of her older songs and even Vampire have quickly become overplayed, but these new songs are like an amazing mix of Billie Eilish and Lana Del Rey, so I don't really see that happening here. On that note, Landry, I know it was just released, but I have to know, have you listened to this yet?
Oh, of course I have. My current favorites are Get Him Back and The Grudge.
Those two are really good too.
I don't know, but Vampire has been getting me in the Halloween mood. I'm really excited for that. I've been non-stop catching up on my Halloween tunes.
This week has also been non-stop for Prosper Sports. Game time is next. On September 9th and 10th, the Prosper Engineering team will be hosting the first ever robotics competition. Saturday will be the Fight Like a Girl tournament, and Sunday will be the Texas Talent Throwdown. The team will also be collecting new and used Legos that will be donated to foster children across DFW for their Lego Your Lego campaign. The Prosper Engineering team is also hosting an electronic recycling program. Bring your old phones to the upper or lower house. Collection will end on September 29th. The Biomedical Club will be having their first meeting on September 12th at 4:15 in room 2247. We hope to see you there. And if you would like to level down from an honors or AP course that has an on-level course, please pick up a form from the upper or lower house. Forms are due on the 15th, and they are not making any elected changes. Sports have been knocking it out of the park this week. Callie Swick is live with this week's Game Time.
Thanks, Landry. Starting off strong on Tuesday, Prosper Sports continued to thrive and excel in many events that took place. First was the varsity boys water polo game. The team played away against Jesuit and won 20-9. In tennis news, the varsity team also played away against Little Elm and brought home the victory, sweeping the Lobos 19-0. Even the Heat can't stop the tennis team from winning. And to close out Tuesday, our state-ranked Lady Eagle volleyball team swept the Coppell Cowboys with a 3-0 win in the PHS Arena. They start district play tonight against Denton Guyer at home. Switching from the courts to the track, cross country will participate in the McKinney Boyd Stampede meet on Saturday at Myers Park. Good luck to those competing in the meet. Today, the golf team teed off their season bright and early this morning at 8 a.m. to partake in the Heart of Texas Invitational. Best of luck to everyone there. Finally, last Friday, the varsity football team took on Saxe in the annual homecoming game. They came out with a dominant win of 51-14 over the Mustangs. They play again tonight against the Rockwell Yellow Jackets at 7 p.m. in Rockwell. Every Friday, Prosper students gather at Children's Health Stadium to watch our high schools play football. We here at ENN have a special behind-the-scenes look at the student crew that makes Friday Night Lights happen. Be on the lookout for a couple familiar faces from ENN.
The experience that we get here is unlike any other production or stadium you get in Texas.
When you talk with people out of state and they ask you what you do as a job and you get to tell them that you work at a high school football stadium and you show them this and you show, the AV stuff that you do, Some of these people think that this is college stadiums and professional stadiums, but this is just high school stadium ran by students, so that is really cool.
Hello, my name is Kay Johnson. I'm the camera one operator here at the Stadium Crew for this big stadium that we work for. This is what we call a fiber cable. Make sure that doesn't come off. Then we take the other end, and still we gotta make sure that's plugged in. And then we gotta turn the camera on, and boom. And that is what you're seeing straight on the Jumbotron.
Okay, so now we're on press box level 1, also the 3rd floor. So this is kind of where we set things up. This is our home base, apart from the control room. So we have our wireless cams, we have our transmitters, our comms, our cords. Tonight I'll be operating camera 5, which is a wireless cam on the ground. So I'll get a battery, which goes right here. So here's camera.
So right now, we are heading down to the field to test the referee mic. This is the mic that he uses to call plays whenever there's a flag, something like that.
Holding. Offense, number 74. Grab and take down.
Now's the fun part. Good morning, Eagle Nation. Check 1, 2. That sounds good, Logan. We've tested this. We go and put it in the ref's locker room. The rest of the day, I get to sit upstairs in the nice cold AC. So right now we are about 3.5 hours out from kickoff, if I'm doing my math right. Before that starts, I need to make sure that all the graphics in here are working. I am the student leader in charge of coordinating everything that moves or makes sounds or goes on the Jumbotron tonight. Replay on 2, replay on 2. Ready, replay. Graphic in, take replay. I would be lying if I didn't say it was a lot of pressure. So you have to be paying attention to the game and then also pick what cameras go up on the Jumbotron. So it's a lot to manage all at once during the game, but it's also super special knowing that me and a whole bunch of other people get to put on this show for 12,000 fans from 3 different schools, knowing that we can help create some super cool memories.
Definitely saw a couple of our Eden family in that, including you.
I'm glad you were paying attention, Landry, for once.
Okay, well, we will both be back in the press box tonight for the game.
Yeah, except it's Rock Hill's homecoming, but us Eagles will stay repping.
Of course.
Anyway, that's all we have for you today, Eagle Nation, and thank you for letting us tell your stories. Once again, I'm Parker Reynolds.
And I'm Landry Long. Have a great weekend, and go Eagles.